How's it going, my Saab friends? My name is Gary and this is my channel Weeks to Weeks. If you're a first time viewer, I appreciate you clicking on the video and definitely consider subscribing. I have a ton of how-to stuff out there and especially Saab related videos. If you watched the last Saab video, I reaffixed this surprisingly authentic Hirsch trunk lid spoiler. I even remounted this El Cheapo roof mount spoiler, and I also debadged these external emblems. Obviously not this one right here. It looked kind of funky if you did away with that, but I removed the arrow as well as the 9.3 on this side, and I think personally it looks so clean. Well, long story short, while I was waiting these 7 days for that adhesive to cure for this trunk lid spoiler, shocker, I went to the junkyard to my local pick and pull and ended up with a set of roof rails. Now, before I admit to what I paid for these, comment down below and guess what you think I paid for these. I actually, believe it or not, paid only $13 for these genuine original Saab roof rails. Quite amazing. And if you're interested in Saab junkyard adventures, like how I score these roof rails, click up top here. I have a 3-part series where I go to my local pick and pull and I score a lot of Saab Nugget Gold. This particular score I didn't film just due to a lack of time and poor weather. It was storming whenever I picked these up. Not ideal to film, but look how amazing these are. They are factory Saab roof rails. They are obviously well used, but in solid good condition. The mounting rails here are clearly flaking. However, this top roof rail on both of them, I presume it's because they're encased in plastic, but they're extremely solid. There's really next to no rust outside of a little bit of surface rust on that back mounting plate. And I thought about unscrewing these. They disassemble extremely easy just with a 4mm Allen. I thought about removing these and sending them off to a friend that does powder coating. However, you do lose this cool Saab emblem, but it's something that can be easily replicated with a couple decals, so I'm not ruling that out just yet, but I would prefer to mount these first. So this is a modification that I never knew I wanted, but once I had them, I wanted to install them, but then the problem came to which Saab I install them on. My daily driver 9.3, the laser red. This is more of my low and sleek 9.3, whereas my Fusion Blue project car, shameless plug, but click up top there for the refurbishment of this car. But I think being the Fusion Blue, being the cream colored interior, nearly all factory, no modifications whatsoever, I think this is the perfect candidate to mount these factory Saab roof rails. So that's what we're going to be doing today, so stay tuned. So install is extremely simple on these. Really all you need is a flat blade screwdriver to pop open these caps that exposes where the mounting points are for that roof rack. These are probably the most universal roof rails to install because there is a 4mm Allen bolt that you can loosen on each end, bring them closer or pull them farther out. These fit any new Gen 9.3 that's 2003 to 2011/2012. Limited to the sedan, the 4 doors, but being a US spec car, driver's side is here, so we will mount to where the Saab logos are on that driver's side. Now, my friends across the pond, I presume the Saab logos would be on your passenger side, but honestly, this is probably the most simplistic roof rail install of any vehicle ever. So they actually have these marked out very well. If you look ever so closely, front left, front right, rear left, and rear right. And that is looking at the vehicle. So you have front left, front right, rear right. Install is extremely easy. I mean, they make it super simple by labeling the insides of these mounting brackets. but I highly recommend threading in the mounting screws by hand first before you torque them down. We'll start with the rear. So here's the finalized product. I mean, Saab makes it extremely simple to install these roof rails. By far the simplest roof rail install ever. You have these trap doors that you flip up, literally 4 bolts to actually mount it. A slight clarification, I mentioned earlier in the video that the Allen bolts used in this video are 4mm. They're actually 5mm. That includes the ones underneath this rail. To set this into place, to line it up, I highly suggest loosening the bolt underneath here, same on the opposing side, and then set it just in place. Don't screw these in yet, and slide this rail around to center it. I want to say it's roughly 2 inches from this point to the end cap on both sides for this front rail, and then from this hole right here all the way to this end cap here is 3 inches on this back rail on both sides, and that lines things up perfectly. Now that is on the facelift models, being the 2008 and up models. If it's 07 down to 03, I believe these will be inwards a little bit more. But otherwise, this looks pretty amazing. I actually have a roof box that I can mount on here. Unfortunately, it's at a family member's house 3 hours away. I love to mount it on here for the sake of the video, but unfortunately, I'm gonna end it right now. It is about to storm. But anyways, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're possibly interested in buying these, I may sell them for the right price. I don't know if these are going to be a permanent thing. Clearly these are in fact used. I'm transparent about the fact that I purchased these for $13, but I may sell them for the right price. But for now, I love the look with this fusion blue, that parchment interior, as well as these roof rails. I just need to get a roof box on this thing to fully complete the sweet look going on here. So if this video helped you out, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you love Saab stuff, I have plenty of Saab how-to related videos, even motorcycle stuff if you're into that quirky kind of motorcycle Buell thing. So with that being said, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you friends next time.